Hi Mark, I'm Donna. My student number is SO441052. Today I'm going to read a speech delivered by Megan Washington, and the title is Why I Live in Mortal Dread of Public Speaking. I'm a sophomore at NCUE. I didn't know when I agreed to do this whether I was expected to talk or to sing, but when I was told that the topic was language, I laughed that I had to speak about something for the moment. I have a problem. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm fine. I'm not on fire. I know less. Other people in the world have far worse things to deal with. But for me, language and music are inextricably linked through this one thing. And the thing is that I have a standard. It might seem curious, given that I spent a lot of my life on the stage. One will assume that I'm comfortable in the public sphere and comfortable here, speaking to you guys. But the truth is that I have spent my life up until this point, and including this point, living in the mortal dread of public speaking. Public singing, whole different thing, laughter. But we'll get to that in a moment. I have never really talked about it before so explicitly. I think that that's because I have always lived in hope that when I was a grown-up, I wouldn't have one. I sort of live with this idea that when I'm grown, I have learned to speak French, and when I'm grown, I'll learn how to manage my money, and when I'm grown, I will have a standard. And then I'll be able to publicly speak and maybe be the prime minister and anything possible, and laughter. So I can talk about it now because I have reached this point where, I'm 28. I'm pretty sure that I'm grown now. Laughter. And I'm an adult woman who spends her life as a performer with a speech impediment, so I might as well come clean about it. There are some interesting angles to having a stunter. For me, the worst thing that can happen is meeting another stunter. Laughter. This happened to me in Hamburg when this guy we met and he said, "Hello, my name is Joe." And I said, "Oh, hello, my name is Meg." Imagine my whole room when I realized he thought I was making fun of him. Laughter. People think I'm drunk all the time. Laughter. People think that I have forgotten their name when I hesitate before saying it. And it is a very weird thing, because proper nouns are the worst. If I'm going to use the word Wednesday in a sentence, I'm coming out to the word and I can feel that I'm going to stutter or something. I can change the word to tomorrow or the day after Tuesday or something else. It's clunky, but you can get away with it because over time I have developed this loophole method of using speech where right at the last minute you change the thing and you trick your brain. But with people's names, you can't change them. Laughter. When I was singing a lot of jazz, I worked a lot with a pianist whose name was Steve. As you can probably gather, S and T's together or independently are my kryptonite. But I would have to introduce the band over this rolling map, and when I got around to Steve, I'd often find myself stuck on the stool, and it was a bit awkward and uncomfortable, and it totally kills the vibe. So after a few instances of this, Steve happily becomes safe, and we get through it that way. Laughter. I have had a lot of therapy, and the common form of treatment is to use this technique that's called smooth speech, which is where you almost sing everything that you say. You kind of join everything together in this very sing-song, kindergarten teacher way, and it makes you sound very serene, like you have lots of volume. and everything is calm. Laughter. That's not actually me, and I do use that. I do. I use it when I have to be on panel shows or when I have to do radio interviews, when the economy of our time is paramount. Laughter. I get through it that way for my job. But as an artist who feels that their work is best solely on a platform of honesty and being real, that feels often like cheating. Which is why, before I sing, I wanted to tell you what singing means to me. It's more than making nice songs, and it's more than making nice songs. It's more than feeling known or understood. It's more than making you feel the things that I feel. It's not about mythology or mythologizing myself to you. Somehow, through some miraculous synaptic function of the human brain, it's impossible to stutter when you sing. And when I was younger, there was a method or treatment that worked very well for me, singing, so I did it a lot, and that's why I'm here today. Applause. Thank you. Singing for me is sweet relief. It is the only time when I feel fluent. It's the only time when what comes out of my mouth is comprehensively exactly what I intended. Laughter. So I know that it is a tactile, but now I'm going to testing. This is a song that I wrote last year. Thank you very much. Thank you. Applause. Piano. I would be a beauty, but my nose is slightly too big for my face, and I would be a dreamer, but my dream is slightly too big for this space, and I would be an angel, but my halo is pale in the glow of your grace, and I would be a joker, but the cards do silly when you play. You ask, I'd like to know, are there stars in hell? And I'd like to know if you can tell. Then you make me lose everything I know, that I cannot choose to or not let go, and I'd stay forever, but my home is slightly too far for this place, and I swear I try to slow it down when I'm walking at your path, but all I could think, I did lean through the sides. Do I look pretty in the rain? And I don't know how someone quite so lovely makes me feel ugly. So much shame. And I'd like to know, are there stars in hell? And I'd like to know if you can tell, that you made me lose everything I know, that I cannot choose to or not let go. Thank you very much. Applause.